Salams and welcome to Tears and Flowers. It's your girl Z, and you are now inside the mind of a healing Muslima. As you can see, I'm in my car today, but never mind that. So I want to start with a disclaimer that I am not, nor do I encourage people to diagnose anyone with a mental disorder. And also, let's start with the fact that we all have narcissistic traits in ourselves, okay? Whatever traits we have, whichever of them we feed the most becomes our character. So being a narcissist isn't the same and can only be diagnosed by a trained mental health professional. Okay? Disclaimer. Anyway, so today I would like to talk about a topic that can be quite challenging and emotionally draining for many people. And it's co-parenting with a narcissist or a highly narcissistic type person. So co-parenting is already a complex task. But when you add a narcissistic ex-partner into the mix, it can become even more difficult. So first, let's understand what narcissism is, okay? Narcissistic personality disorder, NPD, is a mental health condition characterized by an inflated sense of self-importance, a constant need for admiration, and a lack of empathy for others, a complete lack of empathy for others. So people with NPD often have an exaggerated sense of entitlement, and they can be very, very, very manipulative and controlling and emotionally abusive. And it's the emotional abuse that takes the most toll on you when dealing with this type of person. So when co-parenting with a narcissist or someone who is very narcissistic, it is crucial to prioritize the well-being of the children involved. I'm telling you again, it's crucial to prioritize them so that your feelings and emotions are not dictating the decisions that you make. So here are a few strategies or tips that might help you navigate that challenging situation. So for one, for me, it was establishing clear boundaries, okay? You have to set clear boundaries with your ex to protect yourself and your children from their manipulative behavior. Because clearly, you have to clearly define expectations, communication methods, and visitation schedules, okay? And stick to those boundaries consistently to maintain stability in your own peace of mind, okay? Number two is focus on the children. Keep the focus on your children's needs and your children's best interests. Avoid engaging in power struggles or arguments with a narcissistic co-parent or someone that is, has very high narcissistic traits. Instead, I advise you to just concentrate on creating a positive and nurturing environment for your children. Don't even bother about that, about him and what he's doing. Number three, and this is so important, document everything. I'm telling you everything. Keep every voice message, every text message, every email, threats, all of that stuff. Keep a record of all interactions, including emails, text messages, conversations, all of that. This documentation can be very helpful if you have any legal issues or if you need evidence of the narcissistic behavior for custody arrangements. Trust me, I used it when I went to court and it was very helpful. Number four, and this is also important, you have to seek support. Reach out to friends, family, or support groups who can provide you with emotional support and guidance during this time. Therapists or counselors, they can also offer valuable advice on coping strategies and help you navigate the complexities of co-parenting with a person like this. Because it can get complex, it can get very frustrating and downright redundant, okay? So number four, practice self-care. This is important as well. Taking care of yourself is essential when you are dealing with a narcissistic co-parent, okay? You have to, because engaging in activities with them will drain you. So engage in activities that bring you joy. Practice stress-reducing techniques and prioritize your mental and physical well-being. Remember, you cannot pour from an empty cup, okay? You can't help anyone if you're burnt out and depleted, okay? Number six, communicate through a third party. I always say that, because no contact, the least amount of contact is best. So if direct communication with the narcissistic co-parent becomes too toxic or emotionally draining, consider using a neutral third party, like a mediator or a parenting coordinator or a family member, to facilitate communication and minimize conflict between you two, because they're always going to be trying to fight for control and to control the narrative. Number 7 is always stay calm, because they will push your buttons and then try to record you to make you look like the crazy one, okay? Narcissists thrive on emotional reactions and drama. So by remaining calm and composed, you can avoid falling into their manipulative traps. You can focus on maintaining a positive and stable environment for your kids and not have to worry about them, okay? So to just sum it all up, co-parenting with the narcissist can be incredibly challenging and frustrating, but it is not impossible. By setting clear boundaries and prioritizing your children's well-being, seeking support, and practicing self-care, you can navigate this difficult situation more effectively and keep your sanity, most of all. And remember, your children's happiness and emotional health should always be your number one top priority. Always. Your children's mental health should always be your top priority, okay? So if you have to deal with a narcissistic co-parent, these are just a couple ways that you can try to avoid as much conflict as you can, even though we all know they'll try to have conflict where there is none. So with that being said, guys, I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you for listening. Peace.